All right, let's get it started, Nick. You are running against an experienced member of Congress. Why?
I've been watching the incumbent since I was in college, and he's not a good example of a Mexican. He's not a good example of a Mexican-American, and he's not a good example of an American. He's not a good role model for the people in our community. That's why I'm running.
Okay, we definitely need a response to that.
Well, you know, my heritage, my Mexicanness is not something that I put up for sale or barter in any political election. That's part of my being. And when I have stood up for things, whether it is fairness in immigration, whether it is issues of discrimination, when I've spoken for civil rights in behalf of the Latino community, I've done so because it's the right thing to do. One cannot be a member of Congress and not advocate for something. We're not potted plants. We come with values and opinions. And I would hope that people understand that one person's criteria about what a good American is not the binding criteria for all of us. We have a right to disagree. That's in our Constitution. We have a right to be representatives in a style with values that the people support. And that's what's happened, and that continues to happen.
Mr. Pierson, that is quite a harsh judgment on his character. What specifically is prompting that attack?
This guy has been drunk on the job. There's dozens of people who have seen this and witnessed this. And he talks about going in the right direction. Well, he's completely wrong. The direction we're going is, during the 16 years he's been in office, the standard of living in the district has gone down. Wages have not kept up. Our district has high pockets of unemployment and underemployment, all because you have a person who kills jobs, he chases away jobs. And the direction that we're going in is clearly the wrong direction. He creates a superstition that because of his Mexicanness, really, I'm as Mexican as he is. You look at our culture, our families, we're not that far geographically from each other. So when you look at what he is as a role model, he's not a role model for our children, and that needs to change.
Well, I'm so glad that Mr. Pierson decided that civility will be part of any discussion, and that's what he's going to bring. Character assassination, character attacks, all the charges that
these are all in the public. They're all in the public
domain. What's in the public domain? What's in the public domain? They're all in the public domain.
He's lying.
Mr. Pierson, let him respond. Please.
I am not lying, sir. And the issue is very clearly that, you know, the Office of Congressional Ethics, on the one issue that he mentioned, and on another issue, have recommended a dismissal of any charge that was brought against me because there was no basis in fact. That is the issue. And the other point is, quite frankly, you know, if Mr. Pierson cares so much about this district, he should probably live in the district that he chooses to want to represent. You don't live in the district.
That's really a falsehood. I live close to the district, and I've been working in the district for many years. And in fact, many people in the community tell me they've never seen the congressman.
Mr. Pierson, I want to give the congressman a chance to respond to one specific allegation. Have you been drunk on the job?
No. Okay.
Moving on.
Well, before we move on, give us a definition of a quote-unquote good Mexican.
No. I'm very familiar with the Hispanic culture. And in this Hispanic culture, there is a properness that people should purport. It's not just education, it's what you have from your upbringing in your family. And people in the community are looking at us as a laughing stock.
Well, Mr. Pierson, you know, I understand that we're in a political debate and you want to take my seat and I'm going to defend it. But to drag in my family...
I'm not dragging in your family. No. I'm impugning you.
No. You're saying your upbringing caused you this. And
no,
this
I didn't.
So wrong.
No. All I'm saying is in the Hispanic community, with the level of deportment that you create from a public record and all these dozens and dozens of witnesses, they are telling me.
Sir, you are impugning not just me, but you're impugning family, a legacy. Sir, I have been involved in these Latino issues my whole life, and I've never seen you there. At any level.
quinceañeras and weddings, yes.